I wanted to talk today about something that I enjoy doing, and that is hiking. If you actually live in Las Vegas, or if you've ever been here, there are a lot of fun places that you can hike around the area. A lot. And some of them are really cool, and some of them are even free. So I'm going to go over those places with you. So if you've not been to Vegas, imagine that Vegas is in the center of your map. Up here you have Valley of Fire, and then you have Lake Mead, and then you have Boulder City. All those areas have places to hike. Now on this side, the west side of Vegas, you have Mount Charleston, and then you have Red Rock. Also great places to hike. I mean, we're pretty much surrounded on both sides of us by really cool places to hike. So where should you go? Let's start on the west side. Mount Charleston. I mean, it's like 45 minutes from my house to actually get to a hiking spot. So it's like on the northwest side of the city. There are so many trails. You can camp out there. It's free to hike the trails. You got to pay if you're going to camp, of course. So if you're looking for something to do and you don't want to pay anything, you can get to Mount Charleston for free. You do have to keep in mind that the weather is a little cooler than Las Vegas, which is good in the summertime. But like in the spring and the fall, it might be a little cooler. But I mean, hey, it's not like you can't hike when it's cool, right? So Mount Charleston, great places to hike, and a lot of places. And actually, if you go up a little past that, even north of Mount Charleston, there's a place called Cold Creek. We've been there, and I will put a link down below because I took some pictures. It's like if you drive up into an area, there's only like one main road where there's camping, but just keep in mind that, I had a little car, and I had, four-wheel car. You can get up there with a little car, but the road's a little rough. You have to go slow, and anyways, horses, free camping. Well, okay, I saw people camping, but there's no amenities, so I think you can just like hike up there and camp. But the hiking trail, it's really pretty, really nice. So Cold Creek, Mount Charleston, and then you have Red Rock. Now Red Rock you have to pay to get into, but there are some amazing hikes, waterfalls, all kinds of cool stuff. Right before Red Rock and right after Red Rock, there are free areas that you can hike. So right before Red Rock is Calico Basin, and it has a nice trailed hiking area. It's one of my favorite spots to go in the fall. But there's also trails off of it if you want to hike there. And then right after Red Rock, outside of the loop, because you have to pay to go through the 13-mile Red Rock loop. 13 mile? I think it's 13 mile. Past that are some trails off to the west. And one of those has some really cool waterfalls. So, and those are free. And they're not always as busy. I've been through Red Rock, or drove past Red Rock here lately on the weekends, and they've denied access to people because they're at capacity. So crazy. There's only so many spots, I guess, for people to park in there. So all of that is on our west side. And then further south, there's, you go towards California. So it's not a whole lot of interesting things. Mount Charleston, you have the mountainy, trees, it's cooler. Not Calico Basin, but Cold Creek, where the horses are, it's also like up a little higher elevation on a mountain, so it's also cooler up that way. And then let's head to the west side. So further northeast is Valley of Fire. It's kind of far, so I don't go there too often, and you do have to pay to go through there. And the reason I don't go that far is because just to the east of us is Lake Mead. And there are you do have to pay to get through Lake Mead, like it's a park, unless you have like your passes or whatever. There's some really awesome climbing hikes. So like cool rocks that kids especially can climb, and they're not extremely tall, and they're not drop-offs, and they're not steep. So it looks very similar to me to the Valley of Fire. So if I want to take my kids somewhere and I don't want to go as far, I'm going to go over to Lake Mead and do some hiking and let the kids climb up some of the whatever those rocks are called. I think they're really cool rocks. So you have Valley Fire, you have Lake Mead, and there's quite a few different areas around Lake Mead. You just kind of have to Google some stuff to find what you're looking for. South of that is Boulder Highway, and there are a lot of really neat little hikes that you can do. A lot of them go through old tunnels, and so it's neat looking. So just keep in mind all of the hikes on the east side of Las Vegas, northeast, east, and southeast, Lake Mead, Valley Fire, and Boulder City. Your hike is going to look more like, well, not like Mount Charleston, so it's more deserty, but it's still nice. And if you catch it, what's nice is you can go early spring, late fall, because it's still warmer on that side, whereas like Mount Charleston, you might want to wait until late spring or early fall because it starts getting cold. But I mean, this is Vegas. We have some really warm days in December and January where you can be out doing all of these hikes. There's no excuses. This is Vegas, people. You can hike everywhere. Yeah. So I just wanted to share those hikes with you. I'm going to put some links below because I've blogged a few of the hikes that we've went on, and you'll be able to see some pictures. There's a couple other random little places in Vegas that's closer that has little hikes that you can do. And of course, almost a lot of the parks in Vegas have little hikes. So, I mean, it's hikeless. Endless hikes. Yeah. So it's really fun. So if you get a chance to do some hikes, do it. My favorite, I think my favorite area is actually Lake Mead. Believe it or not, you wouldn't think there's like good hiking there either. And it's not like, I don't know, it's not like mountain, tree, cool air hiking, but it's just, there's some really neat rocks that I really enjoy. And they have picnic areas out there, barbecue grills. You could go out there and spend the day, hang out with your friends, let your kids kind of wander and not worry about them as much. So just wanted to share my hiking around Vegas with you. If you get a chance to try a hike, let me know. If you want to know more about one and you want to make me go do it if I haven't done it, let me know too. Thanks for watching. Bye.